Introduction: Atmosphere contamination, pollution, and acid rain. Air pollution is the contamination of the air caused by toxic chemicals or other materials. The major sources of the air pollution are cars, trucks, and buses, waste incineration, factories, and some electric power plants, especially those that burn fossil fuels such as coal. Acid rain is contaminated rain or other precipitation that results from the chemicals released into the air and drop down in rain, snow, and fog, or even as dry particles. This rain is not good for the plants, animals, and humans due to its high level of harmful particles eventually in mild water. Acid rain is formed when moisture in the air combines with nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide emitted by factories, power plants, and vehicles that burn coal or petroleum products. In interaction with the water vapor, these gases to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Finally, these chemicals fall to the ground accompanying the precipitation, forming acid rain. The primary air pollutants that give rise to acid rain can travel long distance, being moved by the 100 and thousands of miles before precipitating in the form of dew, rain, hail, snow, fog, or mist. When precipitation occurs, it can cause significant damage to the environment. Rain typically has a pH of above 5.65, slightly acid, due to the presence of atmospheric CO2, which for carbonic acid. H2CO3, acid rain is considered if it has a pH less than 5, can reach the pH of vinegar, pH 3. These pH values are achieved by the presence of acids such as sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and nitric acid, HNO3. These acids are formed from sulfur dioxide, SO2, and nitrogen monoxide, which are converted into acids. The oil and coal as energy source used in large quantities can also produce sulfur and nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide emitted by factories, power plants, and vehicles that burn coal or petroleum products. The acidification of the waters of lakes, rivers, and seas hindering the development of aquatic life in these waters, which greatly increases the mortality of fish. Also directly affects the vegetation, so it produces significant damage to the forest areas and finishes with fixing microorganisms. The term acid rain encompasses both wet and dry deposition of acidic contaminants that may cause deterioration of the material surface. These pollutants escaping into the atmosphere by burning coal and other fossil components with the water and oxidizing atmosphere and chemical transformed into sulfuric and nitric acid. Acidic compounds were then precipitated to air as rain, snow, or fog, or may join dry particles and falls and dry deposition. Acid rain by its corrosive nature corrodes buildings and infrastructure. It can dissolve, for example, calcium carbonate, CaCO3, and thus affect the monuments and buildings built with marble or limestone. Nitrates and sulfurs add to the calcium-rich soils, contributing to the eutrophication of rivers and lakes, reservoirs and coastal regions, which deteriorates their natural environmental condition and adversely affects its use. Ways to prevent acid rain. Acid rain is a problem that can be solved by various measures. 1. Using techniques neutralizing the acidity of the water as the addition of basic substance which function as location filters. However, it is expensive techniques that can only serve to solve the problem in the short term. 2. Reduction in the emission of harmful gases. In short, it would cut the root problem, reducing the use of oil, gas, and coal, and investing in renewable energy and transportation industry. 3. Improve technologies. The most efficient and rational use of energy and the implementation of better cleaning of the gases released who also help to reduce the problem. Since that is obviously causing considerable damage to our environment, it is clear that action is needed to remedy it. We must be aware of the complexity of the problem, with its ramification and interaction on air, soil, water, and sediments and their effects on plants, animals, and microbes. If it is likely that certain remedial additions have high costs associated with them, you need to be sure that these costs are justified and that the action will be effective. There can be no quick fixes. Cleaning can take decades even if we start now. In recent years, we have established the basic requirements for action. Thank you very much. This text is presented to Juan Rodrìguez.